Hello friends, I am Shamsadar and welcome to your own channel SC Scholarship. So friends, in today's video I will give you full information on Turkey Scholarship interview parts, that which parts are included in Turkey Scholarship interview. And today's video is more informational, so if you want to know about Turkey Scholarship interview parts, that which things and which parts are important, so you have to see this video until end. And if you are new on my channel, subscribe my channel, press the bell icon to get notification of all my videos. And also follow me on Instagram. My profile link is in description. So into Turkish interview, there are parts. So the first part, that's documents verification. So when you enter to that room here, you have the interview. Or I think this year I don't have. Some of the students will have the Skype interview, Skype call. They will have Skype call and they will have an interview. And some of them, I think, they will be face to face. So I don't have full information about that, but some of the countries, like if there is a problem and the situation is critical, so there is Skype call interview. And those countries which where the situation is a little normal, so there I think the interview will be normal, and the interview will be face to face. So the first part is document verification, and you have to carry all your original documents, because they will verify all your documents. And these documents, transcript, diploma, recommendation letters, passport, and these kind of documents are important, which you are uploading your application. So you have to carry all those original documents. And the first part is these documents. The second part is introduction. So introduction, you have to introduce yourself in 90 seconds or 2 minutes. In this time, you have to introduce. You have to say something about yourself, and the major things you have to mention in this introduction time. That's educational background. You have to say something about your education, that what you have done in past. And the second will tourism and jobs, that which jobs you done, and how about your work experience. So you have to mention in this part. And the third, more important, that's like your involvement in society, and that what you have done for society, and which social activities you have done. So in this part, introduction part, you have to introduce yourself, and you have to say something about these three major fields. The third part is study plans, that which kind of plans you have. So in this part, you have to mention about your study plans. Like in study plans, that which things motivate you and why you are interested in this field. So you have to say something about this. And also which benefits will you have for your country. So if you for this, if you when you graduated, so which benefits you will have for your country. And you have to know something about your country, like places, famous places, historical places, and these kind of. In this part, I think they will ask from you about your country, that how do you know about your country. That so they will ask something randomly from other provinces of your country. So you have to know about something about your country. And in this field, like in study plans, when you choose your interested field, so you have to know something about yourself. And the master and PhD student, which they wrote their thesis and various applications, so you have to explain that, and you have to explain very perfectly in that time. And you have to indicate your area of specialization. Like those students who are studying economics, so you have to know, and you have to get information about that area of specializing, and you have to say something about it, because I think they will ask from you these kind of things. And those students who are like engineering, so and they have to know about their area of specialization, and they have to know that which things are important. So you have to know these things also. And the last but not the least, after study plans. So the last part is that when you graduated from our university, so what you will do, they will ask this kind of question. So you have to give a reasonable answer for this, that you want to stay there or you want to go to your own country. So for this, you have to give the reasonable answer. Some of the students, they want to stay there, and they want to do their, like when they come here to Turkey for bachelor, so then they want to do their master and PhD also. So if you want to do those degrees also, you have to give information. And if you want to return to your country, so you have to say something. In this part also, they will ask that when you return to your country, so what you will do, and how you will change your country. So you have to say something. If you have major plans, so you have to mention that plans there. And you have to cover all those things that you want to do for your country. And in future, when you came to when you return to your country, so what which major plans you have, so you have mentioned there. And this part is more important, that you have to say something. And my advice, at the last, I will give you more important advice, you have to take the general information about your country, provinces, famous places, um, and works and jobs and everything, that's covered in that's in your country. So you have to take general information about your country, because randomly they ask some things about your country, about your province. like uh, um, this I remember that they asked from me about my district and my about my province. So if you know and something about your province, so that will be more good about your country. So this will more beneficial for you guys. And the last, I will mention something also, that some of the countries have the mathematic test before their interview. So if you have, so you have to prepare yourself. And some of the country, I said, like when I remember that last year, not most of the countries, some of the countries have the mathematics test. So you have to prepare yourself after for that also. And this was today's video, that I gave some of information about the Turkish scholarship, that these parts are important. Like the first part is documents verification, second part is introduction, third study plan, after study plans, and something like this that I remember before. And dress is casual, not you have to not wear something more outfits, that's not important. So just normal, and don't be stressful. Keep calm down, and at the interview time, so everything will be good. And I hope that you guys will success in your interview, and then you will came there. And I think we will meet also there. So this was today's video. Hopefully you enjoy this video, and get some more important information from this video. So if you enjoy this video, subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get notification of all my videos, and also share this video with your friends. So see you in another video. Have a good time and goodbye.